you're supposed to announce welcome back to another episode of From Page, and then you do it, and I say From Popcorn, and I do this.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of
From Page
to Popcorn. Sorry, that's a little geeky of us. I am Joe, and this is my lovely wife, my Miss Elizabeth, Libby. Hi.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about The Lost World, or film-wise, The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Can they see it past my big giant head?
I don't know.
I hope so. Anyways, these are very, very different, but there are some similarities. But before we get into that...
Very few, actually.
Very few, yeah. But before we get into that, be sure to check us out on Facebook and our YouTube channel, and also on TikTok. We got a TikTok.
We do?
Yes, I made us one.
I'm clearly involved in that process.
I handle the social media, as you can tell. Anywho, let's go ahead and let's get to the similarities. Why don't you start us off from the similarities here, honey?
There's really not a lot of similarities between the book and the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest one is probably the RV scene. That is fairly accurate.
Very.
Like, those are very close, including Eddie, R.I.P.
Mm-hmm. And character-wise, Dr. Ian Malcolm's the main character still. Kelly is in it, but...
Not his daughter.
Not his daughter. We'll get into that later. And Sarah Harding's in it. Not his lover. Again, we'll get into that later.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some major differences when we get into that, but similarity, what else is similar to this from the movie to the book?
It's a rescue mission.
Very much a rescue mission.
Except instead of rescuing Sarah Harding, Malcolm is going for a colleague,
Mm-hmm.
Levine. I can't remember his first name.
Levine. Why does that sound like an alien language? Levine.
I just have to get this out of the way. Those two are annoying.
Very annoying.
They ruin the book. Both of them are like trying to out monologue each other on who's smarter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so annoying. Like, literally, if it wasn't for the monologues that each of these have, like the pretentious little whatevers,
mm-hmm.
This book would be like 200 pages.
Ugh.
If that. Maybe 150.
Can I just go ahead and say something without trying to be mean? And I know there's probably fans of the book. This book was pointless.
It really was. There was no point for this book whatsoever.
Except to try, kind of, sort of have a follow-up to this first movie.
Spielberg was the one that wanted the follow-up, not
Crichton, no.
Yeah, Crichton was going to be a one and done with this one.
Nope.
But Spielberg was like, write another one.
Come on, Crichton. We can do another book, right? And I can go off a movie off that. Now, can we go ahead and talk about the differences?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. Okay. What?
Okay.
Hard hat. Just in case we get some shade.
You know we're going to.
I know.
We always do.
I look like a big dork, probably.
It's fine. It's cute.
Oh, thank you. You're cute. Anyways, let's talk about the differences. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you the feel of the movie and book. The movie is more focused on action, much like the very first film. The book, however, is more psychological. It goes more into detail. For example, we'll take it from the first book, where Nedry's original death scene was more of a psychological thing.
Not really. His death scene was just like straight up horror.
Yeah, but...
body gore. This one is more psychological horror. It's not as in-depth about like the death gore scenes and stuff, but it's more about like...
what happened.
The build-up.
And then...
yeah.
Thank God for Hitchcocky.
Yeah.
I think I can say that on YouTube.
Don't know.
Don't care.
One major difference is like the whole group of hunters is with...
yeah.
What's his face?
Yeah, I can't remember his
Hammond's
face.
nephew.
Hammond's nephew.
There's not that group.
No. There's no different... okay, well, technically...
Two groups.
Yeah, think of it like...
good guys and bad guys.
Or poachers versus scientists.
Sure.
What? That's what they did in the movie.
Anyway.
Also, there's a lot of scenes that... okay, they basically took the second book and rewrote it for the film. Example, there's no big group of people. There's no San Diego scene.
Yeah, no San Diego scene. For all you people who enjoy that scene, sorry about it.
It's not in the book, so let me just save you some time and go to the film.
And it's not good.
Hey!
It's not.
It's too.
It's not.
It's too. I think so. Anywho. And the ending. Well, we were talking about the no San Diego scene. The ending of the book actually leaves them escaping the island, and it's kind of like their dinosaurs have their own habitat in a way.
Yeah, they finally get left alone.
Yeah, finally. Ish. Versus, what happened in the last book, they all get barbecued. I wonder what dinosaur tastes like.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anyway.
People eat lizards.
So, Malcolm's group is Malcolm, Levine, Eddie.
Poor Eddie.
And Dr. Thorne.
Why did Eddie have to die? I'm sorry. Eddie was my favorite character in both the book and the film.
Yeah, Eddie's character there wasn't really no difference for them. But yeah, then there's also Kelly, who is not his daughter.
No.
She was Levine's student. And Arnie, who was also Levine's student. They were pretty much Levine's errand kids.
Yep.
And they stow away on the RV.
Just like Kelly did in the film. Yeah.
Oh, and Sarah Harding, who is
a student. Dr.
Harding from the first one. That's his daughter.
Yeah. And, I'm very surprised in both film and book. Dr. Harding, who was very well mentioned in the first book, and had a little bit of a cameo in the first movie, is not mentioned hardly at all.
Yeah, no. Pretty much they're like, that's her dad.
Say
bye.
You know what? He was kind of the underdog of the first book, okay?
Okay.
What? I think so. Dr. Harding deserves more love.
Didn't argue with you.
Okay.
But anyway, that's the difference. And then the bad guys group is Dodgson from the first movie. Mm-hmm. And his two lackeys, George Basilton and something King.
Oh, and another thing that you want to kind of get some differences, and this involves a real-life scenario with T-Rexes. Grant's theory in both film and movie in the first Jurassic Park was disproven in real life and in this Lost World novel.
Yeah, Grant's theory, well, the major theory really was that the T-Rex's vision was based on movement. And that's not true, which I really enjoy. Because it shows the progression of our knowledge.
Let's make sure your vision was based on movement.
Our knowledge of dinosaurs and how it progresses as we study them more. So I did like that little tidbit.
Mm-hmm. And that also goes back, that specific scene in the book goes back more of the psychological horror aspect, because
that one was creepy. To imagine yourself in that situation, mm-hmm. No thank you.
And as we mentioned, Lewis Dodgson is actually the main villain in the book, versus Hammond's know-it-all, who really gives a crap nephew. And Dodgson has two lackeys with him. What's the names?
I just said George Basilton and something King.
Okay, thank you. And King actually is the one that gets attacked by the raptors, which not only do they come out of the long grass, which is actually my favorite quote from the film, "Don't go into the long grass!" They also come out from the river. It shows that they have the ability to swim. Mm-hmm. So, I think that's pretty cool. One. Very good one.
The T-Rex next scene with Lewis in the noise box was good.
Yeah. Oh, and Eddie, we mentioned about Eddie. He don't get taken apart by two T-Rexes. It's his other, Dodgson's other lackey, George, that gets taken apart by two T-Rexes. Yep. Rest in peace, George. Anyways, if two Rexes are involved, you're not going to survive.
Nope.
No. But all in all, I think personally the book, I hate saying this, but the book wins. No, actually, I'm going to take that back. Redo that.
No, wait.
Yeah.
No.
What?
We still have two scenes to discuss.
What do we need to discuss?
The Carnotaurus scene.
Oh, gosh, the Carnotaurus scene.
That's the creepiest scene in the whole book.
Okay, so remember the first episode? If you watched it, if you did, thank you so much. Remember in the first episode of this podcast, we mentioned that they took different aspects from the first book and put it on into later films. Well, here's an aspect that they took from the Lost World and they put in Jurassic World. Lost World, Jurassic. Hey, I just realized that they both end with world.
So essentially, that just resulted in some unpredicted characteristics.
Much like we've seen in the Indominus Rex, the Indoraptor, and the Scorpius Rex for all you Camp Cretaceous fans. Yeah. No, I stumbled over my words there.
You did.
Yeah.
Camouflage.
Camouflage.
Okay.
Camouflage! Yeah. The Conotaurus. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But we don't see the Conotaurus until...
The second Jurassic World.
No, it's the third Jurassic Park.
That is not a Carnotaurus.
It looks like a Carnotaurus.
It's not.
Then what is it, Smarty Pants?
I can't pronounce the name, but we'll insert a photo.
She's right, as usual.
I can't pronounce it, but it's not a Carnotaurus. I know that much.
It's a Carnotaurus.
It's not.
It's the sister of a Carnotaurus. It's Carnotaurus adjacent.
It's really not. Anyway.
And you wonder why it took so long to do this episode.
Yeah.
But the raptors and the cage was very interesting, though.
That scene was really interesting because Arnie, one of the kids, was locked in the cage, and the raptor got the key caught around his claw.
Yep.
So they were having to chase a raptor to get the key, and the whole time the other raptors are trying to reach through the cage to eat the kid.
Candy bar.
It was a whole...
Yeah. The candy bar scene in the book.
I'm sorry, that was not intimidating. The whole time, I'm just imagining a little T-Rex or a little raptor being like, crunch bar.
I bet that thing zoomed worse than our cats.
Could you imagine the sugar rush? Ooh.
But another thing we forgot to mention in the similarities is the lysine efficiency plants, which Sarah Harding in the films mentioned, and someone, I forgot who in the book mentioned it, where it's lysine rich. That's why the dinosaurs on Isla Sorna, not Isla Nublar, ended up thriving rather than, dying and going re-extinct. Is that how you'd say that?
Sure.
Okay, we'll go with that. But yeah, that was The Lost World. Honestly, I give the movie 4 reels.
I'll give the book 3 shelves.
Oh, just a 3 shelf.
3 shelves.
That reminds-
Speaking of, you owe me a new bookshelf.
I owe her a new bookshelf.
He does.
How many
Well,
books
she'll
do you
have to
got?
put it together.
How many books do you got now?
552.
Huh?
Don't let him joke with you people. He exacerbates the problem.
I do not.
Liar.
Do you realize she only needs 1,000 to have her own personal library?
Halfway there, bud.
Anywho, so you want to give the announcement of what our next episode's going to be? What we're going to try to do in 2 weeks? I promise. I said try.
The next one's going to be
Not funny.
It's going to have a real hot take with it. Because it's one of the few books that have been made into movies that I prefer the movie. And it is Jaws by Peter Benchley.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're going to listen to the audiobook because my paperback's getting a little beat up.
I mean,
Audiobooks count as reading, folks. Don't argue with me.
anyways, we'll see you next time. And again, we will promise not to wait so long this time because someone is slack-a-lacking.
Excuse me? I finished that book like a month ago, sir, and you have been putting me off.
Okay, that's enough for today. Bye!